knew him, didn't you? Then you had that one little feeling. But you
I'm so in the mood for a juicy crime drama. I tell you, this looks so promising.
Just good acting, good actors. I mean,
A-list crime.
Denzel Washington's voice.
Love him so much.
You're not
RAMI,
exactly
Malek.
a department favorite.
yeah.
That seems weird casting, but we'll see.
Well, we just
what's
talked about that.
Changed a lot since you
What is that voice he's using there?
Still gotta catch him, right?
Yeah.
Where's his Freddie Mercury
That much
teeth?
has changed.
This is weird.
I can assure you all we are taking a 24/7 all hands on deck approach to these cases.
Hey, I love like the sort of obsessed cop trope, which I never get sick of. That I love seeing Denzel Washington do. This is really fun.
Yeah,
You
it's
must
a
really
little
like my
Silence
car.
of the Lambs, Seven
I do.
kind of vibe.
How's the trunk space?
We need one of those so bad.
Yeah.
Jared Leto.
Something I gotta know.
We got like
That's a guy
A-list
with the
actors
best
in
clearance.
this.
It's a hell
All
of a
Academy
cast.
Award winners.
3 Academy Award winners, yeah.
Insane.
The cast
Maybe
is
I didn't go to the
quite.
right church.
There's also
When I look in your eyes, what I
the
see,
rest of them are not
It ain't good.
famous, but yeah, the rest are people you don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about them.
I recognize him though, like that guy.
Yeah.
That guy was Terry Kinney. He's been in a bunch of things.
Yeah, I recognize him. I love this idea. The showdown with the obsessed
Right.
cop and the perpetrator. That's great.
how's the
How's that trunk space?
What do you want?
I want to nail the bastard.
For who?
For all of the
That's
girls he
coming
killed.
HBO. I thought it was Netflix. It's like
Power
another one, kind of the Wonder Woman.
Difference
Next
is,
big
I'm doing this for me.
Great shot.
It's the little things, Jimmy. It's the little things that rip you apart. It's the little things that
Okay, I don't even want to know what that
get
is.
you caught.
Yeah. The little things.
God, look at that.
Academy Award, Academy Award, Academy Award.
Wow, amazing. All right.
Coming soon.
Okay.
Looks pretty interesting. Like we all just said, kind of Silence of the Lambs, kind of forensic serial killer kind of thing. It's been a while since there's been a good disturbing serial killer kind of movie, right? Like a
Right.
Yeah,
solving-
Yeah, I think of Manhunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mindhunter. I'm sorry, Mindhunter.
or
Yeah.
Manhunter. Yeah, Manhunter
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, but this
Yeah.
has Denzel Washington, who you can always plays an interesting, can play a tortured character really well.
Right.
So and he's obviously a cop who hasn't, whatever. He's still wearing his uniform. 15 years, no promotion. So what's
Right.
holding him back? What he
To
obviously
the wrong
smart guy.
church.
Yep.
Whatever that.
That was
means.
really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looked really good. I there's something about like these really dark, cool crime dramas that are more about the cop and how it's affecting his life than it is even about like who's the killer that I just love.
Yeah.
It just feels like really good timing for a film like this.
Yes.
Yeah, and we always go back, the ones, the touchstone films that all others are judged against, and in this case, with this kind of film, it's always going to be Silence of the Lambs, I think.
And Seven.
And Seven is not one of my
Great
favorites
crime drama,
actually,
though.
but it's maybe because it has Kevin Spacey in it.
Yeah, maybe that's part of the problem.
And I think it's Jared Leto, who always plays, sort of these kind of offbeat characters, and he has this offbeat persona in real life. Whether that's true or not, I have no idea.
Yeah.
So you wonder, like, is there some sort of? I'm watching it. Is there some sort of, twist here? Like, is he the obvious killer, but maybe there's somebody else that's doing this? So it's sort of
RAMI, Malek.
The trailer
Well,
kind of suggests that, which is kind of weird. Maybe that's they're trying to throw you off or something. But
well, it's like a double misdirect. You have these two actors, like Rami Malek playing the police, the DA or the police commissioner, or whoever he is. That's
Right.
kind of an odd casting choice. Jared Leto, that's a very obvious casting choice, and Denzel Washington's obvious. So who knows?
Yeah.
I think they're already playing with our heads in the trailer, which is kind of good.
A lot of times you would always, if you watch Law and Order as much as I do, or did, I haven't seen it in a while, but I was big Law and Order fan for a long time.
Yeah.
And one of the things you could always count on was when you had a certain actor in the cast, just, it's like, oh, I know that actor, really good actor.
Yeah.
The secret that I will reveal unto you now is that actor will always turn out to be the killer, because they're going to have
Always.
the scene at the end where they freak out.
It's like,
like,
look, Julia Roberts is on Law and
I know.
Order. Why
Julia
would she
Roberts-
be on here? The poor innocent victim.
That's the
Or one-
classic, you know.
or
She's like
there
the
was a-
receptionist in somebody's
Yeah.
office, you know.
Yeah, she's in it for Karen Allen was in Wild. Well, Karen
Yeah.
Allen,
so funny.
she'll be back in the
Yeah.
second half of this show.
She's
In
not
the
going to just
courtroom.
play the receptionist in that one shot, right? That goes
No,
back to Perry Mason, though. You know, we've
Mhm.
also binged on Perry Mason, and
Yeah.
anytime you see one of those, like John Dahl, you know, the actor from Gun Crazy and a bunch of other really good movies,
Mhm.
he's in a Perry Mason episode, and I'm like, whoa, it's, you know, major
Oh,
film
who could be the
actor.
killer?
And what happens later in the shows?
Yeah.
But in this one, you got Rami Malek and you know, Jared
Jared
Leto, and you're like, either one of them could do a great freak out
Seriously.
scene, you know.
Even
So
though
that's-
it feels like there's been like over time these victims, so I'm wondering if Rami Malek might be too young to be the killer the whole time. I'm not sure. I mean, I'll have to see the film
Again,
obviously.
when you have three big actors, you're throwing between the three, but you know, who knows, you know, what the story is, and who knows
Yeah.
who the killer is, you know, like it's like the film Zodiac. It was like, you know, you had big actors in that, and then you really never figured out who the Zodiac killer was, but it certainly wasn't. It was somebody else.
But we didn't have
Yeah.
some skeevy looking A-list actor, you know, in the Zodiac who could have been the killer. We didn't even really
Right.
see a good killer in Zodiac. Not even
Yeah.
a choice. It was just like this faceless.
Yeah, it's like Crispin Glover is the guy in the mailroom or something, and he just kind of walks
Crispin-
through in one shot and kind of looks at the, you know, like, and
But
then
then-
you're
but then-
like,
But there's that scene in Zodiac where at the end he goes, I think Jake Gyllenhaal's character goes in a hardware store, and the guy who's working there, I think his name is John David Carroll, who's this really great character actor. that
Yeah.
big guy. He started looking at him weird.
Yeah.
Who's also in that great film, The Invitation. You know, he always plays a real creepy guy really well. Anyway,
Yeah.
you know, who knows? But anyway, this
Yeah.
looks really good.
Looks
it looks
really
like,
yeah, it does look like a good one. It looks like one I'm gonna look
Yeah.
forward to and see. I mean,
HBO
and
coming soon.
John Lee Hancock, who's the director, who's done a lot of, you know, I don't think he's done a crime film. I think he did this film called The Highwayman, which I didn't see last year with Woody Harrelson. That was
yeah.
and Kevin Costner. But he's done sort of like other films that were with big stars. There were more sort of heartwarming films. So this is his first take
Oh.
at something. He did like Saving Mr. Banks and The Blind Side, you know, films like that are sort of wholesome films. So
Right.
this will be
It's
interesting. to
kind
see
of
him do
giving me the
something different.
feel of like the last season of True Detective, where it was more about the detective. And, you know, it was a lot of like, it looked
Right.
like there'll be a lot of character development on his private life and how it's affected his life. Then it is going to be about almost catching the killer, even though, you know, Gerard Leto, is that how you say his name? You know, I don't know how to
Jared.
pronounce names.
I think it's Jared.
Leto?
Jared Leto.
Jared
Leto, yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like he,
Jared
he-
Leto, I think.
Jared Leto. I like how he plays against type. You know, he's
Jared.
like this really good looking guy, but he just refuses to go down the sex symbol route. So you couldn't get more skeevy looking than this guy in this movie. It looks really, really good. I'm very
Yeah, and
excited to see
Denzel
this.
Washington, he doesn't do dorky movies.
Oh, he's so
No,
good.
he doesn't. And you
good.
know, this is, you know, again, a movie that certainly would have been released to the theaters.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
because of everything that's going on, Warner Brothers is a big studio that has decided to say we're going to put them on HBO Max for you know X amount of weeks, and then try to put them in also in some theaters, I guess.
Right.
Whoever's going. So there's a lot of controversy about that. Amongst
Yeah.
film
I hope it
fans.
doesn't devalue movies to the point where people don't see the value in going to see movies at the theater anymore.
I
you
I
know?
hope
think
so.
people are going to be dying to go to theaters.
I
soon.
think so too. That's my
People
theory
sick
too.
of staying home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just thinking about it yesterday, going, I just want to go to a museum. I just want to go somewhere else.
Go to a club and see
Museum.
a band, you know?
Yeah.
last time
You're fancy. I'm like, I
Well,
just want to go to a movie theater. You're like,
no,
I'm
but
going to go to a
the-
museum.
But I happen to be thinking about, a museum was just fun to walk around an art museum for a little bit. But of course, a movie theater, art museum, I do once in 20 years. But
Yeah.
Like, let's do something fun. Let's go to an art museum, everybody.
I love art museums more than anything. Good Lord.
to see.
I've traveled to other countries to go to art museums. I love
Believe
it.
me, I have too.
Kathy, we're gonna go. Our first Cinemando field trip is to the Uffizi in in Rome or something.
Well, I would go to that.
Exactly.
I would do that.
Or Florence. But this looks
Anyway.
really good. It looks right up our wheelhouse. It
Yeah.
looks meaty and juicy. Great
Yeah, it looks
actors.
good.
So I'm looking forward
Creepy.
to that.
Yeah,
Coming
very excited to see
End
this.
of January.
excited.
So
The
Great.
trailer gets a thumbs up or whatever we can say.
Yay.
No, we
Yeah,
can't
we can't say that. Can we say it now since the show's not on anymore?
Gets a pinky up.
That does not look good.
How about this? My slogan is I expect big things. From
Yeah.
the little things. Good night, everybody.
Nice.
I'm done.
Nicely done. Bravo. All right, everybody.
Take care now.
Thanks.
Be sure and let us know
Bye.
what you think of little things in the comments. Bye.
And don't forget to
Bye.
subscribe. Chia. See ya. Chia. Wouldn't want to be ya.
The Earth is invaded by indestructible moon monsters.